I know you've often heard of the phrase, just start, but that phrase irks me. It really does grind my gears. It annoys me because it's like, how? And what is it that's stopping me from starting? Why? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's all these questions that's going on in your mind when you hear that phrase, just start. Anyway, in this video, we're going to be talking about what is holding you back from reaching your full potential and your desires. And I'm going to be giving you some understanding of what is holding you back and why you're held back and what you can do to change that. So this is a bit of a deep dive. So let's get into this video as soon as, and yeah, I'm excited. Now, I want you to write down in the comments if this has been you in any stage of your life, right? Researching on what it is that you want to do, that side hustle, that career, whatever it is, that thing that you feel like if you do accomplish it, you'll be better off, right? And you've been researching, but there's been no action. I'm talking crickets, like nothing, no action. You've made yourself believe that throughout this research, you've been doing something productive when in reality, you've done nothing. Let me know if that's you in the comments, because trust me, I can so relate. Also, let me know if it's you, if you've got so many ideas, you've been oozing with ideas, you've got a burning desire, but you just don't know where to start. You don't know what to do after that pen hits that paper and you've written down all those notes. Where do you go? What's the right thing to do? What's the right path to take and stuff like that? Lastly, I'm going to get into this video, don't worry, but lastly, let me know in the comments if you are not consistent. If you've already started, you are a beginner in that field that you want to go into, you've already started, but you're not consistent with it. Your work ethic isn't there, your punctuality, your attendance, your management of whatever it is that you're doing is not consistent. Let me know if that's you. And the reason why I want you to let me know if that's you is because that was me. That was me. And to be fair, I still find it a little bit tricky sometimes here and there to stay consistent, to start, to not procrastinate and things like that. And the reason is, the thing that's stopping us, the thing that's holding us back is ourselves. Yeah, I know that's a bit shocking, but it's ourselves. It's not this or that person or that woman. It's you. You're stopping yourself. The reason is, it's all a mindset. It's you allowing fear, self-doubt, procrastination to have one over you, right? But today we're going to be talking about this and we're going to be breaking it down. Now, what do I mean by fear? I don't mean scared of the dark. I don't mean scared of that or that happening to you. I basically just mean fear of failure, right? That's all it is. Now, when we're born, I've heard that one of our fears as a newborn baby is the fear of falling, right? And that just goes to show how fear has a massive impact on human psychology and just how we interpret the world and how we are as humans, right? Fear of failure is basically when you have that interpretation of everything as to what can go wrong, right? I don't want to make a fool out of myself just in case this happens. I don't want XYZ from school or college or uni or work or family to think I'm a weirdo for starting up that YouTube channel, or to think that I'm trying to seek attention, or to think that I think I'm better than myself. And what if I try all those things and I go for that career and I go for that side hustle, but it all comes crumbling down and then people laugh at me or whatever it is. That fear of failure is stopping us from moving forward. It's stopping us from even starting. So when they say just start, some people have blocks in their mind. Some people have blocks psychologically that stops them from actually starting. They may know what to do. Just buy that camera. Just put your iPhone on that tripod, just apply for that job. But there's something in us that's blocking us from actually taking that step, that first step into starting and then obviously prospering in whatever path that we want to do. We have limiting beliefs like, I've never done that before. Am I really worthy of that salary? Will people laugh at me? I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. I've never tried that before. Do you know what I'm trying to say? All these limiting beliefs that make us feel this small compared to what it is that we want to do. And it's all about our interpretation, right? How we interpret our abilities compared to that pathway, that career, that side hustle, or whatever it is that you're trying to get to, how we compare ourselves to it. Are we this small to it, or are we on the same level as it? But if we have those limiting beliefs that says we're not good enough and all that jazz, we need to ask ourselves this one question: have we even tried? Have we even given it a go? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Have we even started it and tried it? And even if we fall, at least we fell forward and not backwards. Falling backwards is you not even trying at all and not knowing what consequence can have happened after it. But you trying it and failing, if you do fail, then at least you failed forward and you've tried it and you've learned something from it, and you can come back to it and say, you know what, that didn't go right, but I'm going to try this instead. We are human beings. We're ever evolving. We're ever experimenting and experiencing new things in order to make ourselves better and better into the best version of ourselves. Not that there's a destination, but it's always a journey, isn't it, in life? So if you don't start that journey, how are you going to know how it is, or what you're capable of, or what your likes and dislikes are? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So you need to start, is what I'm trying to say, and get rid of those limiting beliefs. And this is how you do it. Ask yourself, like I said, have I even tried? So try it. Tell yourself, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, I get laughed at. Okay, this job interview doesn't go right for me, or okay, I don't get accepted for that. That's the worst that can happen. You're not gonna die. I feel like people feel fear is a very strange thing, because fear is like your body's way of protecting you from danger, right? Protecting you from the unknown. And so people instantly think, oh, going into that unknown, it's an automatic path to death, basically, and path to me just shriveling up in a ball and just I don't know, the ground pulling me in or something. You know, it's that mindset, it's that mind frame, yeah? When in reality, it's not that bad. You know, even if you do fail, it's not the end of the world. You can pick yourself up again, like I said, and learn from it and carry on and get better. So it's actually a good thing with fear once you overcome it. So what I want you to do is get a piece of pen and paper. I love to go down the traditional route of things. Pen and paper, not your phone, not your laptop, not your iPad, pen and paper. I want you to write down what you want, right? What it is that you want or want to be or want to have, right? I want you to write down, what's the best thing that can come out from doing it? What's the best thing that can come out from having it, from being it? What's the best thing? What's the end scenario? Will you finally be a bit more wealthier? Would you finally gain approval from XYZ? Would you finally have everything you've ever wanted? Do you know what I'm trying to say? What's the best thing that can happen? Would you finally be free? Would you finally be successful? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, what's the best thing that can come out of having what you want, right? And then on the other side of the paper, I want you to write down, what's the worst that can happen if you don't try, if you don't even start, if you let fear overtake you? What's the worst thing that can happen? Maybe you'll never gain the approval of the person or the thing or whatever it is. I don't know, I'm just talking out of thin air here. Or maybe you won't be successful, or you won't have more money, or you won't achieve that medal or that award. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So weigh it out and just think to yourself, which one's more painful? Starting or not starting at all? Which one's more painful? Trying it out, failing forward. Yes, you go through this and that, and you know, sometimes you can't be bothered, but you do it anyway. Sometimes you get laughed at, but you do it anyway. Whatever it is, but you get there. Or you don't start, no one laughs at you, you don't go through all the battles and triumphs and tribulations or whatever it is, but you also don't get the reward. So which one's the pain point? Which one's more painful? And for me, it's the latter. It's me not trying. It's me not doing it, you know, and not getting anything out of it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And not living my dream life and not being the person that I've always wanted to be. Whereas if you do it, then there's more chance that you will succeed. And I'm going to give you another tip, something that can help you and that can inspire you and that can encourage you. All these celebrities that we admire, right? All these celebrities, whether they're rappers or sportswomen or sportsmen or musicians or artists or whoever they are, they've all encountered fear in their lives. In fact, they've encountered more fear than maybe the average person. But the reason that they're successful is because they've overcome it. They've overcome it. Why and how? By their mindset, by the way that they've interpreted fear. They don't see fear as a negative thing to be steered away from and to stay away from. They don't see it like that. They see fear as something that once they overcome it, there's a prize on the other side. They see fear as a discomfort that they actually embrace and they actually enjoy. So they see fear as a growth mindset, right? Because if you're staying away from what you fear, if obviously on the other side it's a great thing, if you're staying away from it, you're in a closed mindset, you're in a limited mindset. Whereas if you embrace it and you go for it, regardless of the fear, that's you growing as a person, that's you growing in that industry, in your career, in whatever it is that you want to do and be and have. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's all about embracing the discomfort and enjoying the journey and understanding that after this little bit of fear, after this little bit of discomfort, of all that negativeness, comes a greater reward, comes a greater life, comes a greater prize, really, whatever it is that you want to be, do, or have. So don't see fear as something that is limiting. See fear as fuel to become better, to do better, to be better, to have better. And yeah, just embrace it, really. Embrace it, embrace discomfort. That's what I will say. Just start. I know I said I hated that phrase, but honestly, start, guys. Don't let that limiting belief stop you. So do what I said, that activity of writing down the pros as to doing it and just starting, and the cons as to not doing it and not starting, and see which one hurts you the most, which one has the more pain point, and yeah, do the latter. Do what you know would give you what you really want. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your girl Arija, and if you want, you can always comment down below and let me know what you think about this video. What scares you? What do you want to overcome? How do you feel about embracing fear? And yeah, let's not let anything hold us back this year. So please watch the videos that are popping up on the screen, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, guys, see you. Bye.